Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. I am living Christ. I should like to speak to you of the last phase of living Christ, which is the second coming of Christ consciousness and the fall of the Satanic New World Order. First of all, let me say to you, I'm back. A little, physically a little worse for wear, for I have been talking to you folks for 25 years now, and I hardly cut a swath in your conditioned, mechanical, intellectual thinking. To put it quite simply, we have not communicated. I have spent 82 years on this planet, and am no more closer to bestowing the truth upon you than I was at the beginning of this life. What is that truth? Jesus of Nazareth spoke it in his time when he said that he was the truth, light, and the way. I spoke it in this lifetime, and you worship Jesus, yet you condemn me. The simple fact is none of you know of Jesus or understand his words, yet you worship him. Do you really think Jesus was the man you hold in such reverence? Yet the people of his time, much like you, saw him as a threat to their civilized and religious world of their time. That their satanic intellectual, civilized conditioning caused them to kill him. All very proper and lawful because of silly satanic man's law. Satanic laws and their fiction words, symbols, and their ideas which made more sense than the pulsating heart and soul of a living man. A creator of the fictional, illusory history of an illusory world that we intellectually called civilized. The simple fact is you are all on this earth to discover who you are and your purpose for experiencing the vicissitudes of dualistic life, discoverable only through the balance of your own subconscious holistic mind of God. The creative mind, the actual melding of your holistic mind and your satanically ruled dualistic intellectual mind, the fragmented, divided, unwhole mind of illusion, the mind which rules civilized men and women. Now, what are the satanic forces which rule the civilized man? Well, it's government, religion, banks, corporations, media. They have reduced heaven on earth to hell on earth with its extreme satanic mind control educational system, which reinforces illusions and has caused man to worship the illusions and not truth. Early in my writing on the internet, I made a video. I suggest you watch it. It's called The Nobody and the Somebody, the Christ and the Christian, part 1 of 2, and the Nobody and the Somebody, the Christ and the Christian, part 2 of 2. In the hundreds of videos that I have spoken, and the thousands of articles that I have written, without persuading, without arguing, I hinted at the true life on earth and its acquisition by each and every living man or woman who wishes to be free from the hell of their own intellectually caused hell on earth, merely by divesting themselves of dualistic belief into direct resonance with the holistic energy of truth. From this moment forward, for the rest of your lives, do no harm, tell no lies. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Do that, and you will create your life into a heaven on earth. Extricate yourself from the hell that you have made of your life. I demonstrate the way to truth, to liberation. I am completely isolated and protected the powers of hell from the powers of hell that rule you. With the satanic government of Josephine County and the state of Oregon, and its courts, which tried to shut me up with a 40-year prison term when their court conviction of a person defendant was refused by this living man, as the fictional court could not provide jurisdiction over this living man. Unfortunately, millions of you mind-controlled citizens don't know who you are, and your superiority over fictional institutions. Hell, isn't it? Hell has jurisdiction only over other living dead persons, a non-living illusion called a person, equally created by a fictional government whose rules of satanically ruled man create a fictional, illusory state of mind that they call civilized life. Why is it an illusion? Because it's not whole. Only truth is whole, beyond space and time, without beginning or end, forever, eternally. It is that truth that has eluded mankind since the beginning of consciousness. Satanic mind control took over when fictitious words surpassed the energy of truth. For example, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That comes from Wikipedia version of John 1:1, which said that it was not the beginning, but merely a satanic transference of authority, bestowing the satanic power of the Word of God's authority upon lesser intellects of man. I told you above who I am not. Now I will tell you who I am. I am a man of truth. My words have been my actions. I am whole, holistic. I do not merely speak truth, I have demonstrated it in my life. Watch my videos, hundreds of them, and read my website, arkenterprises.com, and you will eventually determine that I am not a natural man, which you highly conditioned intellects causes you to think that I am crazy. When I say you are not your body, and you are not your computer mind contained within your brain, which controls the body, you, each and every one of you, are a living man and a woman, you see, which is the essence of God, of truth. That simply is what heaven and hell is all about, and its existence by your own willful, truthful, conditioned state of consciousness. By the way, the rest of you break through the conditioning which has made you slaves in this lifetime. Perhaps you will wake up to my words. The satanic government of Josephine County, the state of Oregon, and the federal government, and President Donald J. Trump is waiting for this living Christ to die, to maintain their satanic control over you. Don't give them that power. By the way, if you have noticed that this video is different from all of my hundreds of other videos, I underwent a stroke about 3 weeks ago and was hospitalized at Three Rivers Hospital, Asante group in Grants Pass. I have to give them great credit for the care that they gave me. And I also should give the same statement to Highland House, a nursing home where I underwent therapy for 2 of the 3 weeks. When I entered the hospital, I could not speak. I could not utter a word understandable. And my recovery has been, I am told, remarkable. I'm 82 years old, and I saw this as a spiritual experience, a lesson that I had to go through. I must tell you that it was a fascinating lesson to behold. Inwardly, I am clear as I was in all of my other videos, but the stroke has prevented me from speaking, and as you can see, I am paralyzed on the left side of my face. It's not my normal smile. And I have had some paralysis of the left arm. That is the result of the stroke. I understand that my recovery has been remarkable. And I am telling you this only for the reason that I have told you repeatedly that you, each and every you, are not your body and you are not your mind. And with this stroke and this treatment that is verified by the hospital, you can see that what I have told you is true. So, I have watched this experiment with the body falling apart as a spectator. It hasn't affected me. It has affected my body. And that's the message. That's why I'm making this video, for you to see and to understand what you could not understand before. That when I spoke the words I spoke to you, you thought that I was bragging. I was telling you the truth. You are all under mind control, and what you believe, you create your life, you see. You will see that the God that you are worshiping is the God of the intellect, Satan. And you are well above that, except for your doubts. So, to you and all that I say to you, go with God. Thank you for your attention.